Going to the Ashikaga Flower Park was kind of spontaneous. It wasn't a set plan. It was just a possible. It was that or Kamakura Town or Cat Shrine. And I decided to go here because I really wanted to see the wisteria. And let me tell you, where do I even begin? The first thing about this trip is that it took a long time to get there. It was pretty far, and honestly, it makes sense because this place is like beautiful, it's full of nature, so it's not going to be anywhere near Tokyo or the city. So I had to take the train, and that train was so long. It was going and going, and then it kept getting more rural and rural and rural. It was getting a little scary because I was like, dang, like what if I really get stuck out here? But I was like, I can figure it out. So I ended up continuing on this ride, which was very long, and I finally got to Ashikaga Flower Park. So when you do get to the station, it is quite a little of a hike to get to the actual entrance of the park. So make sure you have your walking shoes on because this place is massive. So once you finally get to the entrance and buy your ticket, you're able to go inside, and it starts in this little farmer's kind of market area with a lot of like wisteria goods and flowery stuff. And after that long trip, I was hungry. So the first thing I did was get some food. They had like a lot of different like fair foods and stuff. I ended up eating like a hot dog. That's what I was craving. Once I had some food in me, I started to explore, and just the first beginning area, there's another area that sells like flowers, plants, and like other little trinkets, so it was fun exploring there. I decided to do this area first before I went into the actual park. Surprising enough, they had so much Ghibli items here, and I felt so mad because I'm like, man, I wish I could buy a whole bunch of this, but I just couldn't like hold everything and explore, so I was just like, damn. Throughout my whole trip, this was like the only kind of point where I felt like uncomfortable being black, and it's because everyone was staring at me in this area. And then I was like, okay, well, this is like more rural. This isn't like Tokyo with lots of foreigners and stuff like that. So that was like a little like, oh wow, to experience. But honestly, I got some compliments. I think, don't know Japanese, but a lot of them try to touch me and touch my hair, so I hope so. Now for the actual park, there's not going to be a lot of talking. I just want you guys to kind of soak in how beautiful it was. There were different types of wisteria, there were different flowers, there were different gardens, there were different like colored plants in different areas. It was really beautiful, and honestly, it was such a great experience. So I hope you enjoy. So after kind of seeing everything, I got me a little snack. It was really good. It was like vanilla wisteria ice cream, which was fascinating because I never tasted anything like this before. So I definitely think you should try. And after that, I decided it was time to go because the trip back I knew was going to be very long as well, and I wanted to make it back before dark so I could do some other stuff before the day ended. Thank you guys for watching again. The next video is probably going to be my last, and it's going to be a combination of a lot of different places I went to. I was neighborhood hopping in a lot of different places and saw a lot of cool things. So hopefully I'll see you then. Bye.